Hey y'all, so I am back with another video, and as promised, today we are making these self-love affirmation jars. Now, this was listed in one of the ways to practice self-love daily, so here we go. This will only take about 3 items. 4 if you're counting the scissors, but I mean, who's really counting, right? So what we're gonna do is I bought these items from Dollar Tree. I got these rub-on transfers. I thought these were really cute. I was actually gonna use regular labels, but these worked even better. I also printed out some affirmations that I found on Google. Again, these are all things that you can research using Google. Pretty easy and printed. And then of course I got my affirmation jar from Dollar Tree. Okay, $1.25. We're doing this affordable. And so I started out with I was gonna spell out affirm or affirmations, but I thought self-love would be even better, just to go for something different. So I used the directions on the back, and I went ahead and cut the letters out for self-love. Some are big and some are small, which actually worked out pretty well. And I cut them out, and then you just remove the plastic, and it honestly, like, it sticks on pretty easy, especially if the jar is already cleaned and dry. And then you're just gonna rub it. So since I had on nails, I just used my nails to an advantage. You could use a penny or but I just used my nails, and that worked pretty fine. And you just rub onto it, and then it's like an easy peel off. It's kind of like the temporary tattoos that you wear as a kid. And so I did that for basically all of them. At first I did apply them one by one, and then you'll see when I spell out love, I apply them 2 by 2 because I got into the rhythm. I did have some hiccups along the way, but again, this is trial and error. This was my first time using self-adhesive paper. I've never used it before, but I saw it and I wanted to challenge myself with something new. And this is something that I've honestly practiced for years. Since I was in college, really, I started going to therapy and counseling, and I was looking up ways to really boost my self-esteem on a daily basis. And I saw I think it was on Pinterest, but I saw someone post something like this years ago, and I gave it my own spin by just adding my own little touches to it. But yeah, again, this was only $3 to make. Come on, you can't beat that. So yeah, so I spelled out self-love, and as you can see, I did mess up on one of the letters, but I had extras. They give you like 2 to 3 of each letter. So now I'm going to take those affirmations that I printed. Now this is the part that gets tricky. Do not do what I did, okay? So I cut them out 2 by 2, and thank God I used my light. My ring light helped me see through the paper so that I wouldn't make any mistakes, even though I still did at the end. But I was cutting, and as you can see, you'll start to see that when I start to cut, I almost cut off one of the letters. So I had to cut around it to avoid the mistake. And then I looked behind the paper and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut these one by one because this may not be the best option. And so to avoid that, just cut it out one by one. Play some nice music. Listen to your favorite artists. I mean, come on now. If y'all listen to KWN, they just dropped a new album. Like, so jam out. Use this as a relaxing time to really focus on yourself. And cut the letters out. I mean, cut the words out, the affirmations out. And so if you want to use original affirmations and handwrite them, by any means, but I personally just like to print them because this will usually last me months on end, especially if I'm using them every day. I printed off over 100 affirmations. So I'm going to speed it up so that you can see just the process of it. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so now that the affirmations have been cut out, I gathered them, and then there's many ways that you can fold it. So you could just fold it in half like this. You can fold it again, and me personally, I wanted to fold them about 3 to 4 times to make those little mini airplane looks. Again, I wanted to go for something different than normal, so I went ahead and I folded them as so, and I eventually took all of the folded ones and put them inside of a jar. And I kid you not, this part was actually kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. It reminded me of making like spinners in middle school, which was something that I truly enjoyed. But nonetheless, back to the affirmations. So I took them all, gathered them, I put them in the jar, and now I'll be able to pull from it each day. I will definitely recommend you pulling from it at the beginning of your day, just so you can read it as you go on. But this is your self-love affirmation jar. Don't forget to subscribe below and let me know in the comments, what did you include in your affirmation jar?